Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world. And today I am here to tell you what are the best parks in Orlando for children. This subject we are experts. We have two young daughters. Clarinha has been to almost all the parks. We live in Orlando, so we know a lot about the parks, the dynamics. So I decided to make this video because a lot of people ask, Gabriel, what are the parks to take small kids? Which are the most adapted parks? What do I do? Which ones do I choose? So we put together a really cool video that will tell you which are the main parks for young children and give several important tips which you cannot miss before coming here to Orlando with your children. So stay tuned for quick, useful and non-winding up tips. Give that like, subscribe to the channel guys, that really helps us a lot. That like's gonna make all the difference, so let's go to the video. Buckle up. Well, planning the trip to Orlando is complicated when you're going to choose the parks. For an adult, it's already difficult because there's a lot of choices, and for a child, it becomes a little more complicated because there's not so much information. You can't identify which parks are most focused on the little ones, but we decided to organize here, and from our experience here in Orlando, we have been to almost all the parks. We have already taken Clarinha. Clarinha today, she's almost 5 years old, but she came here when she was 6 months old, when we came for work, when she was 1 year old, when she was 1.5, when she was 2, and we have already experienced the parks of different ages, so we can get a sense of the best parks for very young children, for 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds. Anyway, experience we have accumulated a lot on this subject of children, so I'm going to give you here our opinion on which parks to choose. In general, about structure, all theme parks are adapted for children. We have a legal structure to serve children. You will not go through any trouble in any park. But as there are many parks, just summarizing quickly, there are the 4 main Disney ones. There are 4 Disney themes. There are 2 from Universal, and there are those from SeaWorld, which is SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. These are the main and most famous in Orlando. But when we enter the children's segment, there are 2 that appear very well there too, that I'll comment on them here, which is Legoland and Peppa Pig, which is a new park. They are sensational for children. So what would be my recommendation? First, Disney. Disney is an amazing place for both adults and children, but almost all 4 parks have a lot of attractions for young kids, even little ones. With Clarinha at 6 months, we were able to enjoy going to several attractions. There's Ariel's Shell, which is she walks and shows the bottom of the sea. There is It's Small World, which is a super cute toy for little music in a little boat. So there are several cool attractions, musical shows, so there are very good options in Disney in general. I think they are very cool for kids, so no matter how old they are, if they are very small or not. Of the 4 Disney parks, I think Epcot is the one you could exclude because it's much more adult focused. It's more gastronomy, it has attractions not so focused on the little ones. Of course it does, but if I were to choose in the order of priorities, I would take Epcot. The first has to be the Magic Kingdom. It's the main park that has Cinderella's Castle, which has the fireworks shows at night, Mickey, Minnie, very cool attractions for children. There are several that the little ones will be able to go, so I would prioritize Magic Kingdom, a must. Then Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. Hollywood Studios is cool because it has a lot of musical stuff. It has the musical of Frozen, Ariel, and Beauty and the Beast 2, which is beautiful. They are musicals where any child of any age can go and enjoy. It's a very fun park. Animal Kingdom does not have as much attractions aimed at young children, but it's a safari park, so everywhere you look there will be an animal, there will be a pet, a lion, a zebra, a horse, and children love it. So my recommendation is, if you only go on one of Disney, the Magic Kingdom. If you go in 2, the Magic Kingdom plus Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. Go in 3, take these 3. Want to go in 4? Can you go in 4? Do you have enough days? Go to Epcot 2. It's very cool. The child will like it just the same. It won't have as much as an attraction, but it's Disney. Disney knows how to enchant children, so any of the parks is very good. And an extra tip, All Disney parks have a very nice baby care center. It's usually at the entrance of the park. It has a super cool changing table for you to change your child. It has a kitchen with a microwave, water to make the bottle, has several special things, shop with cream, ointment, diapers. They are super well prepared. The bathrooms are all adapted. There's a changing table, and there's an extra tip too. In the queues of the attractions, there is a system called Rider Switch. You can do these attractions when you arrive at an attraction. You are there with your small child, lap child, or one or the other who cannot go. You are with your husband or partner, and you want to go on that attraction. You can go. At the time of entering, you talk to the attendant, you say you want to do the rider switch. What will he do? The person who can already go, she will enter the normal queue, and the person who is out of the queue with the child waiting, she will win a fast pass to then return to the attraction without queuing. And then at the time the person entered and took all the queue to leave, she takes care of the child, then the other person can enter without queuing. So it's a nice little system for those who want to enjoy the park a little, don't want to miss out on some attractions that the child can go, and this is good for everybody there. And then after Disney, the list here will be quite different from the adult list. Normally I would put Universal, which is sensational, and SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, which are very good. I'll take them out and I'll put the Legoland. For those who do not know, there's a Lego park. It's 15 minutes from Orlando. By car it's quick, it's very easy, and it's an incredible park for young children. It was the park that Clarinha had the most fun when she was 1 year old and when she was 2 years old. The attractions are very cool. They are very geared towards the little ones. It's a cheaper park. You will pay a little cheaper on tickets than Disney, Universal tickets. They are expensive, they are kind of high priced, so you can go to a park a little cheaper, emptier, and enjoy. It's really a cool ride. So the Lego park, take a look, it's worth it. And now they have built a Peppa Pig park next to the Lego complex. You can even buy the combo of the two together to go on the same day or buy it separately. Peppa's park is even more childish for very young children. Well, Peppa Pig phase, I don't know if you are already in that phase or not, but it's a very cool park. It's brand new, it's very cool. We think it's really cool that you include these two parks on your list. I'm sure your kids are going to love them. Oh, and guys, talking quickly about the tickets, an important thing, there are many people not being able to enter the parks even with tickets in hand. Why? Because Disney, after the pandemic, they have a system that you have to book the park. So you bought the ticket for such and such a day, it's October 10th, you get there, you can't enter the park yet. You would have to make a reservation through the app with your ticket already purchased and registered, saying that you're going to the park on October 10th. The park pass is called the system. Oh, and people, important tip of the park tickets will see that they are not cheap. Those of Disney will see that it's an average of $150-$160 a day per person. It has increased a lot. Universal's too. The others are a little cheaper, but also converting is expensive, so a nice tip, buy before in your country. Don't leave it to buy at the time, and you can't even do that anymore because you need to buy in advance to be able to book the day of your park. Nowadays, after the pandemic, there is this new system. You can't arrive and go to the park you want even if you have a ticket. So what do you have to do first? Buy your ticket months in advance. The sooner the better. Then you will register your ticket in your Disney account, and then you can use the Disney app on your cell phone. Having already registered the ticket, book the park on the day you want. October 15th, I'm going to Magic Kingdom. You book it. The people who go with you, and that's it. Then you're guaranteed to enter. But then you have to buy before, and buying before in your country is cheaper, the prices are better, they are cooler, they are differentiated, and you do not pay the 6% IOF that you would pay in an international transaction. Buying in Orlando or making the purchases through the official Disney website, for example, that it's in dollars, you do not pay the exchange rate that ends up being very disadvantageous for customers, and it's cheaper in other accredited places, so the economy is very big. That's why we say buy before as soon as you can, and buy before an accredited company in your country. Beware that there are many people having problems with the tickets. We have a company that we highly recommend. We always buy with them. The price is always the best. They are sensational. The service is very good. It's in your language, so you will speak calmly. It's a very good and reputable company. They are giants. They sell many park tickets and at very good prices, so we highly recommend them. Take a look down here into the video description, guys. I'll leave their website for you to check it out. Everything's going to be down below. Check with the Disney website. I even made a video comparing. It's much cheaper. You will save a lot. You can save something around $40 per person per ticket for each park complex you go to, so it's a very big savings. And we still have a discount coupon for those who follow us. Take a look down here in the description, guys. Use the discount, compare, buy before, and buy in the right place there for you to save a lot. That you will see that the park tickets are really not cheap, so enjoy the opportunity. And to close the list about Universal parks, Universals too, there are also SeaWorld parks. That are SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. I think SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, they are more focused on radical attractions. There is the animal shows, but Busch Gardens is a safari, so there are animals. You can even enjoy it if you want to go to these parks. The child has something to do, he will have fun, but in order of priorities, I would leave them for last. Universal, which is Universal Studios and the Island of Adventure Park, are cool. There are a lot of attractions aimed at children, but the focus is on teenagers, adults. There are more radical attractions, but there is also a lot for children. So check it out, do some research, look at the videos of the parks, because it depends on taste, on the profile of each family. And guys, taking advantage of this, whoever wants and has any travel questions can send them to me and I'll really try to answer them. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days because there are a lot of messages, but I like to help and I do answer. And much easier, add me on Instagram at @SpyLorenzi. Send a direct message with your questions that I'll really try to answer. Send it there. There we're always traveling around the world, trying to show the travel tips in a very cool way. And the routine with our little ones, they are a blast. And speaking of that, we have our new channel here on YouTube, which is Familia Lorenzi. We made a channel, we show all our life here in the United States. We are living here in Orlando. We show the Disney parks, we go to places, amusement parks, outlets, shopping, food, our routine here at home with the little ones who are very funny. So it's pretty cool. Subscribe there, give us a hand, and I think you're gonna love it. It's a content for the whole family. I think you're gonna enjoy. And an extra tip, there are some attractions outside the parks, very cool for children. There's the Orlando Aquarium, which is in Icon Park. It's that place that has the Ferry wheel, which is one of the largest of the world, which is also a cool attraction. But there, you can go to the aquarium, which is very cool. There are some other attractions outside the parks. Do some research. Small children like almost everything. Any cool little thing you interact with, give attention, they will like. So if you are a little tight on budget, take some parks, some other options, other attractions, because there's plenty of alternatives here in Orlando, guys. And an extra tip for the parks, park with children, guys, take a stroller. Even if your child already walks, they will get tired. You will have to keep carrying them. The parking lot is far away. They will wanna sleep in the late afternoon. They will be tired. Take a stroller with you. There is for rent at Disney. You can rent in the other parks too, but if you can take yours, wonderful. You can already walk. If you don't bring yours, you can buy it at Walmart. It's $15. There are very simple ones, those that are an umbrella that you close and open, but take the stroller and put an ID on the children. Children already walk, they are no longer toddlers. Take an identification bracelet, put on a colorful outfit, something that you identify, because the parks are very crowded. You can get careless at one time or another and end up losing the child, so stay tuned, very attentive. Child always close, but if you can put an identification with your number, with some contact, a colorful outfit for you to find from afar, even better, guys. That's what we always do with our little ones. And here below I'll leave all the links that we use to set up our trips, which are the cheapest websites for everyone. There is the car rental comparator, which compares all car rental companies and it finds the best prices shot. It's the cheapest and most reliable place to rent a car. It also has the travel insurance comparator. It has the chip for you to use your cell phone here abroad because you need an international chip. There are also the hotels that we have already stayed here, the hotels that are good for children. They have large rooms, everything is described down here in the video description. Take a look after in the computer, it's easier access. Already making a reservation, you will see that's much easier to set up your trip. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give us that like and subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot. And be sure to watch the video on how to travel very cheaply to Orlando. It's a video that's very good and a guide for you to set up your entire trip, saving a lot and hiring the cheapest service on everything. Take a look, it's very good. I'll leave it up here and below the playlist with all the other Orlando videos for you to watch. So thank you very much, guys, and have a nice trip.